Welcome back. Now, the conversation we're about to have is a really interesting one. It's on World Humanitarian Day, and it is my pleasure to welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria, Michael Sunbola. Now, he's a recognized social entrepreneur and legal practitioner with a strong commitment to addressing hunger and promoting sustainable food systems in Nigeria. He is the founder of Lagos Food Bank Initiative, the largest hunger relief non-profit organization in Nigeria. He also received commendations from the World Health Organization and the United Nations for his impactful contributions to nutrition, education, and sustainable development. It's great to have you here with us.
Many thanks for having me.
And really, well done, and thank you for all you do. Thank you so much for all you do.
My pleasure.
All right, so World Humanitarian Day. Lagos Food Bank has decided to jump on this. You're here to talk about this today. Could you help explain the significance of this particular day in brief?
So there are several days dedicated to spotlighting different things or different important days. But this particular day is specifically meant to spotlight individuals who have kind of dedicated their lives themselves to the service of humanity, and who have just given themselves out to help uplift the society, uplift vulnerable population. And it's just more of like a way to describe people who are just selfless, who are altruistic, who are compassionate, you can name it. So they are just people who are selfless and care for the needs of other people, show love, compassion, outside their own or beyond their own personal needs. They are just about giving themselves to people.
Sure.
And this includes not just maybe founders of organizations or non-profits, or this includes just like normal everyday people who are just out there making sure they are uplifting the lives of other people around them. They are giving, they are just being positive, helping people. It doesn't necessarily have to be about you having to give out something like material, but of course you are just uplifting the spirit of other people and dedicating your life to helping other people. And
sometimes it seems far-fetched or hard to believe that some people dedicate their entire lives to giving and helping other people. There's even a lot of skepticism around it. They always feel like if this person is doing this, there must be some ulterior background motive or agenda towards being a humanitarian, in quote. Then it's also sort of leans on people that are affluent, people that have a lot to give. Now, let's talk a little bit about those who probably don't feel like they have enough to give. What do you say to people who feel that being a humanitarian is just for the rich?
I think it's another misconception that needs to be kind of debunked, because you are carrying value, right? You are an embodiment of value. You have something. It doesn't necessarily have to be, and like I mentioned, it doesn't have to be material. You have, at least, if you don't have money, you have time. Right? If you don't have as much time, you have words of encouragement, right? So a whole lot goes into value flowing out of you, and by normal principle of life, when value flows out of you, value flows back to you, and the value coming back to you could now be in form of material cash now that you can now use to further. But you must start with something, which doesn't necessarily have to be money, right? But you just ensuring that you are dedicating your life, your time, what you have at the time, right, to uplifting other people. So anybody can be an humanitarian. A humanitarian, is not what is exclusively meant for the rich. And so you can always start from whatever it is you have.
All right. So we want to play a little clip right now, and we'll be back in a second.
a simple vision in mind to ensure that no family goes to bed without food. And today, the Lagos Food Bank has grown into a movement impacting millions of families across Nigeria. From our TIFA program to our family farming program to our backyard farming program, to our nutrition and edu food program, and a host of other programs that we run at the Lagos Food Bank, we have reinvented ourselves and moved from meeting immediate needs to creating a sustainable and lasting solution to the problem of hunger.
You heard from him just now, and he's right here on the couch with us. Thank you so much for everything you do with the Lagos Food Bank. But for those that are hearing about Lagos Food Bank for the first time, can you break down what it was and what it has become?
The Lagos Food Bank has always been an organization that is how to help bridge the hunger gap.
Okay.
We noticed a sizable or massive hunger gap, specifically in Lagos, and seeing that a whole lot of, looking at the population of Lagos, and also seeing a number of statistics that shows that, of course, unlike how not many people, of course, believed it, but Lagos is among the highly most insecure, food insecure, although arguably, right? Yeah. But states. But the thing is highly populated. Any densely populated area would experience, because people are migrating from the hinterlands, coming for greener pasture, and they are faced with the harsh reality of what you would face in the city. And aside from that, disposable income, high cost of living, is pushing a whole lot of people into this net of poverty, and poverty, of course, breeds food insecurity. So we noticed some of these gaps, and then we decided that, okay, when someone is kind of hopeless, or don't know where their next meal will come from, where can they possibly go to? Where is that go-to place? Yeah. And it was just a simple question, and I couldn't have a direct answer. This is where, assuming now I'm hungry, I'm dying, where can I possibly even reach out to say, okay, help me with something?
And you created that platform. And
that was what Food Bank was for. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But we had to then narrow down the number of people we can then reach, because it's privately funded. Of course. Right? And of course driven by the civil society. So we then narrow it down to the women demography, and of a particular and children, and women and children. And then we also work with school children, malnourished children, widows and women of a particular age group. So hopefully, as resources, of course, come, we tend to expand the reach of demography of the people.
Do you have a ballpark number of people that you've been able to impact since you began? What year did we begin first?
Yeah, we started in 2016. Okay. Right. And since then, we've impacted more than 3 million people across 170 communities. Wow. We've been able to work with over 30,000 volunteers since inception, who have, of course, helped us across this number of communities that we serve. We have on-site volunteers, we have virtual volunteers. We also do virtual food banking that, of course, food don't even have to get to the food bank before it gets to the people. Okay, right, so from the donors. Can send it straight from the donors. Volunteers are picking it up and then giving it to those who need them. We work with some other players in the food value chain to achieve this very important, very important feat. Yeah. So, but the thing is, there will definitely be vulnerable people in almost every country, every nation. Always have this vulnerable set of people. Yeah. Having a social safety net, programs like the food bank and things like this, of course, goes a long way to help assuage the plight of vulnerable population. And what we are trying to do with the food bank is to have a working model that is replicable. The first food bank started in the U.S., in Arizona, Phoenix, in 1967. And we started as the first indigenous food bank in 2016. Yeah. The other clients have come a long way in building a system around this type of intervention for vulnerable population. And what started as that one single step has given birth to more than 200 food banks, more than 2,000 food pantries, across the United States of America and other European countries. So that's what
it's about expanding this vision, this dream, and being World Humanitarian Day. It does fall on those who want to give back, who have probably been looking for an initiative to give back to. And on days like this, you need to think of what you can do and how you can make an impact. And you've been doing this for quite a long time. I have to say thank you so much for coming to talk to us about this.
Very well.
And good luck with the next big projects. I know that there are quite a few in store, but you can always check them out on social media to find out more. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. We cook food here every day, and we have to appreciate, God's grace that we have access to food like this, but not everybody does. Something for you to think about. Okay, so we're going to be heading over to, is it the kitchen time? Okay, let's take a quick break, and then, because something Chef Mide is cooking is making me, it's making me think of the kitchen. But let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.